Hello and welcome to the Real Estate Regroup Show. I am your host, LJ Walker, a real estate investor helping you realize your dreams of owning a home or investing in one. Recently, a question came upon my spirit and it asked, are you participating in your own gentrification? Now, I know some people are for gentrification, others are not. For those of you who are not, I think you may want to pay particular, listen a little closer to what I'm trying to say. Okay, first of all, what a lot of people fail to realize is that politics does play a great deal in what building and what businesses go up in your community. So, what I've noticed is that a lot of people who say they are against gentrification don't vote. Since the politicians are responsible for how businesses and even how property is regulated, I think it's very imperative that you do vote. What you do is you only vote for the president. However, the president only, let's say, he appoints the head of HUD, but the other power that control real estate in your neighborhood are the local governments that many of you are not voting for. You see, developers, many of them, yes, are politicians, but in order to build certain places, they have to get a permit. Those permits are typically from the local governments or they're from local real estate boards, community boards, etc. That leads to the next issue, and that is that many people don't even know who is on those boards. They don't attend those community board meetings. They don't know who's on their realtor boards, etc., etc. The problem is that those boards not only hand out licenses, but they dictate how high a building is supposed to be, whether that building is supposed to have parking or not. So that's why it's an issue, all right? Because most people either spend their time at work or I'm going to keep it real. You spend your time talking about people that you don't know who have actually no power over you or the neighborhood in which you live in. Okay? Instead of spending time looking at the people who have the power in your area. And by the way, you do have the power because you have the power to vote. And many times, by you not voting, you're actually letting certain people in to control your neighborhoods. Next, the people that you don't know who are on these boards, let me fill you in. Now, because I still have a regular job, I can't call out any companies, but I will say this. Many of them are presidents of colleges. They also run hospitals. They also are the CFOs and the CIOs and the CEOs of many businesses. You might actually be buying products and services from their businesses. As a matter of fact, I know that many of you do. If you knew that, then you probably would stop buying products and service from them. Why? Because that money that you spend actually puts money into their pockets, and then they in turn take that money to build properties that you can't afford to rent or to own. So you see, my friends, to wrap everything all up, the reason why I say that we may be participating in gentrifying our own neighborhoods is because either one, we don't vote, 2, we don't know who we're voting for because we don't know the people that are on our boards. 3, we're not spending our time wisely because let's face it, a lot of these community boards, especially from last year, were forced to be virtual. And when I went to my community board on Facebook, a lot of times I was 1 in 5 people. Yes, I shared the video, but everyone that looked at it, unfortunately, it wasn't great numbers. All right. So we're not spending our time correctly. And then lastly, we're not spending our money properly either. Okay. So those are the things that came to my mind. Give me your opinion. Drop down, for those of you who are on YouTube, drop down in the comments section. Let me know if you agree or disagree, or if you have any other thoughts as far as what one can do to approve or disapprove the gentrification, or even, honestly, the dismantling of a neighborhood. Please remember, feel free to share this amongst your friends. Remember, each one, reach one, teach one. Bye for now. Until next time, have a good night.